Hello beginner traders and welcome to this series of videos. So if you're a complete beginner, you don't know what trading is, or you just heard a little bit of information about trading. As a beginner in trading, there are things that you just need to know, right? I'm not going to, feed you nonsense. I'm just going to, give you the truth as it is. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme, but it can also make you rich quick. It's not a get rich quick scheme, but it has the ability to get you rich quicker. As a person who have learned much of their trading on YouTube and also, researched on their own, I would like, to introduce you to my way of learning, which is more practical, not theory. Okay. So before I go ahead and tell you all the nitty-gritties about trading, let me just tell you my background story and you understand who I am and where I'm coming from. I started trading in the year, I think it was 2019. So what actually happened is I got introduced to trading by this other customer of mine who came with his friend who was doing trading, and the guy needed my services. So I actually, asked him, what do you do and so forth. And he told me that he was doing trading. So I've heard about trading before, but I really didn't think that people make money in trading. I just thought I didn't understand the concept of leverage. I just thought maybe if you've got $100 and if the market goes up by 1%, you're just going to earn 1% of $100. So I really didn't think a person would make money in trading before I heard about leverage. I realized that he was actually checking his phone every now and then. So as he was checking his phone, he actually told the other guy that he just made 2 million from a trade that he entered yesterday. Then I was so amazed. Like, okay, my man, you must be, joking. You made 2 million rand off a trade that you entered yesterday. I didn't believe a person can make money that quick. So from then on, my interest in trading was sparked, and I told him that I would want to learn from him. And I paid him about 3,500 for me to learn. So after I paid him, I think I just attended 2 lessons before they would go back to East London, because they were based in East London. So I didn't learn that much, but whatever I learned in those 2 sessions gave me the background of what trading could be. So in that group, he's going to be sending signals, and all that I have to do is to get the signals, buy or sell. Then they had already showed me how to place a trade, how to close a trade, and so forth. They had already opened for me an account with a broker, which is something that we touch on. That is the first thing that you need to do before you get started. So I'm going to show you how to open an account with a broker for you to get started, right? And whilst I was in the group, the first signal that I got, I think it was on GBP USD. I placed a buy on GBP USD with, I think it was 0.1 lot. I opened 2 trades. The profit went up to around 100 USD, and when it was coming down, I decided to close. I think I closed my profit at around 46 USD. So as soon as I closed those trades, I actually realized that you can make money so quickly. And I started calculating in my head, okay, if I can make, let's say, $50 a day, how much will I make at the end of the month? And I realized that I could be making, the same money that I was paying myself for my business at that moment. So I was like, I think this is something that I have to look into. So I deposited about 300 USD into the account, and he gave the second signal the second day. However, the signal didn't go my way right away. I think it took about 30 minutes, then it went into like $30 profit. But because just the previous day I had seen profit going up to about 100 USD, I waited for, the profit to go to 100 USD. It didn't go to 100 USD. It actually, started, going down. Then I kept on adding some positions. So it's like this guy that I just saw making 2 million, could never be wrong by giving me the signal for, USD JPY sell. So I kept on adding sell positions, adding sell positions. So I held that trade for like 2 days. The second day, I kept on adding positions and the loss kept on growing and growing. I became frustrated, so I started asking the other guy that, look, this market is going down, right? Then everybody was like, yeah, yeah. So I kept on adding positions and adding positions until my account was blown. When my account was blown and I lost 300 USD, and I imagined how much work I needed to do in my business to earn that 300 USD, I realized that I was playing, you know, I could lose 300 USD just like that. So that came with a lot of disappointment. I already had plans of what I wanted to do with the money and how much I was planning to earn per day. So what I did there is I closed all the accounts. I even messaged the broker. Then I said that close my account. I don't want anything to do with trading. I uninstalled everything that was on my phone. I don't want anything to do with trading. Then it dawned on me like a few weeks later that let me try. I think I deposited now about 500 USD into the account. And unfortunately, I went into the same fate where I actually lost the whole 500 USD. Then now that's when it actually hit my head that I should stop this thing. If I continue doing this thing, it's gambling. I'm going to lose money. So after that incident, I lost hope in trading and I didn't want anything to do with trading. So I just, made sure that I closed everything and nothing would remind me about trading. But one thing was for sure. No matter what I did, I kept on thinking, you know what? One day when I have time, I have to learn what is trading and I have to do it right. There is potential to make a lot of money there. It was just at the back of my mind. Lockdown came and, everyone was working from home. I was also working from home. And a lot of people, my business actually boomed during that time. Then I was saving a lot of money and all I wanted to do was to save enough money so that, I can live, I can pay for my expenses. Then I can also be trading with a certain amount of money. That way, if I lose money, I don't have to feel, that bad. So during the lockdown, I started learning how to trade. I started watching some videos. I started implementing trading with a demo account. I realized that my skills were actually growing. I had this one strategy that I had used throughout, my learning. Then with that one strategy, I had managed to, grow some demo accounts. So for me, a demo account worked for me because I didn't treat a demo account like a demo account. I deposited my demo account with the actual money that I wanted to deposit, that I was planning to deposit. Then I attached, my emotions to that money. That if I lose this demo amount, it means I'm going to lose my money. And I already had an experience of losing money. So I didn't want even to lose the money for the demo. So I was protecting the money in the demo as if I'm protecting the money that, I would deposit. And I think that's the best way to trade a demo account. And if you don't know what a demo account is an account that, has got virtual money. When you trade, you just trade like as if it's real money, but it's actually not real money. You can't withdraw it. You can make profit, but you can't withdraw. So the demo account will help you to actually, sharpen your skills by trying methods or, practicing your trading without putting your money at risk. Traded with demo account, then I put money into the real account. I took the money from, I think it was 500 USD to about 1,500 USD. That was one big breakthrough. I was consistent. I just applied exactly what I have been doing on the demo account, on the live account. I didn't change anything because already I had the mindset of not losing that money. All right. So fast forward, I started learning about trading and learning more, learning more. I ended up, even using my skills from software programming to, program some robots and so forth. And I've got a lot of tools that I program for myself for me to use. So if I see that there is something that can give me an advantage, I program it, then I use a tool for that. All right. Fast forward, I started even, teaching other people how to trade. But most of my success in trading can be attributed to the time I met one of my customers as well. A guy called me and he said he wanted a website. So when he sent me the information about the website, I realized that this guy is into trading. And that time I was also into trading. So I was like, okay, I have to meet this guy. I was trading, I was, aiming for profits of like $50 a day, $100. And sometimes I'm blowing accounts, sometimes I'm making. So it's like I'm moving, 10 steps ahead and then, some 12 steps backward. I was really not going anywhere. When I saw this guy's account, he changed my mindset when it comes to what can be achieved with trading, because he was trading with accounts of millions, and he would make like R1 million of profit per trade. And it actually, opened my mind to, the possibilities of what can be done trading. And it changed my mindset. Even the targets that I was actually aiming for were much, much higher. So after that, I went on to study, getting some courses. There's one of the courses that I bought online. I bought a lot of courses online that I studied. I made sure that in each course, I get what I can get and leave what I can leave. I created my own trading strategy because I was using high risk, high return methods, getting inspired by, this new guy that I met. And as a result, I ended up blowing my account and getting myself into a very, very bad financial situation. So my trading journey is filled with moments of, glory and moments of, less glory. So as you will discover as a beginner, when you start trading, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs that you go through. And whatever you go through, just know that you have to keep on pushing on. I kept on pushing on to an extent whereby, I forced myself to be profitable. So I put myself in a situation whereby I had to succeed in trading. I closed my business and I put myself in a situation whereby only trading would help me. So as a result, I started, studying and doing things the right way. And when you do that, or when you become serious and go pro, even the markets will start treating you with respect as well. I managed to even buy my first BMW, and I managed to do a lot of things that I couldn't have done, if I kept on doing my business. Only through trading that would have happened. All right. So I achieved a lot of things, a lot of assets that I bought because of trading. All right. So I would like to inspire you today that if you have decided to become a trader, it's not going to be an easy journey, but I'm going to help you, to not do some of the things that I've done wrong for you to become a profitable trader. So all the lessons that I've learned, hopefully I can, put a lot of value into your life, and you can also, give back to others when you become successful in the future. So in the coming videos, I'm going to help you to take the next steps. All that you have to do is to follow those steps diligently and make sure that everything that you do it wholeheartedly and with vigilance, knowing that trading is something that can change your life. It has changed my life and it can definitely change your life too. So stay tuned as we go into the next lesson.